Sound check, sound check. Alright, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya nak jodoh Coach Rioi ingin bantu anda mendapat perkahwinan yang berkat bahagia. Alright, so tonight we are broadcasting live also into the men's group because um both would need the assistance and the support untuk mendapat perkahwinan. And alhamdulillah, these are the men who are willing to manage their own ego and to be able to macam hati tu niat nak kahwin kerana Allah, and that's why they join the the nak kahwin. So that's why ke atas on the top, what's this, top left, top right ni is another group. It's a men's group. It's called nak kahwin, KAUWN, because I want you to win at this matchmaking and getting married, okay, and in this journey, okay, insyaAllah. So, bismillah. So tonight adalah tanda jodoh Salah. Kita sambung lagi from yesterday, and why kita nak elak calon jodoh yang salah. Of course lah, siapa nak jodoh yang salah kan, supaya you tak frust lagi. I know, laki pun, wallahi, I mean, I've been through that, pun tersalah calon jodoh, okay? So if you're new, I think I may have to explain this sikit. And when we say jodoh, jodoh, it is jodoh itu sebenarnya semua jodoh itu rasa Allah. Jodoh tu termaksud terrangkum dalam jodoh makan minum, jodoh rezeki duit, jodoh hidup mati, jodoh kahwin. Tapi dalam konteks Melayu biasanya kita faham dalam jodoh tu hanya dalam perkahwinan. So for the sake of discussion, we are going to say that jodoh is just basically in this context of perkahwinan, because that's what we're talking about. Again. And all right, so welcome to Nak Jodoh and welcome to Nak Kahwin, which is the men's group. We are slowly relaunching the men's group, and I'm renaming it to Kahwin to Nak Kahwin, because I want you to kahwin. All right, I want you to win at this. And why is important? Ilmu jodoh ni sangat penting kerana I tak nak you silap, kan? Nanti you frust lagi. And I'm sharing not just because from my experiences I've held from my clients untuk cari jodoh. These are the things, the trials and tribulation of masa I pun single juga dulu, kan? Masa single, tak tahu, dating, frust menungging, frust, dating, frust. And finally, a friend told me about ta'aruf. What is ta'aruf? I will share nanti. Okay, so when ta'aruf tu, nak share lah ni, I quickly share insyaAllah. And basically ta'aruf tu adalah cara perkahwinan untuk cari jodoh yang Islamic. Okay, so of course lah, kita Islam, kita buat cara Islam lah, kan. And ta'aruf tu penting dan efektif. Cara dalam Islam untuk mencari jodoh, ia sangat sebenarnya lagi efisien. Ramai je yang tak tahu, kan. Kalau ikut cara Hollywood ke cara K-pop tu, memang long drawn drama lah, frust menungging, drama. Skip all that BS. Seriously, skip all that BS and do it the Islamic way, which is fast, efficient, tak ada drama. Dan ta'aruf ni tak semestinya dijumpa terus nikah. Tak. Bro, seriously. Bukan jumpa terus nikah. Tak. I mean, I think I have to explain that because masa kita buat halal speed dating punya research group among the guys, so out of 20 guys, basically a lot of them rasa Islamic halal speed dating ni, nak dating cari Islam, yelah dah dia punya family member di situ, lepas tu kau dah ada, lepas tu nikahlah terus, kan? Kadang bukan you yang terfikir macam tu, tapi kawan baik you yang bahan you fikir, nikah terus lah, kau nak aku bawa cincin ke? So kadang-kadang kawan pun sesatkan kita, dua-dua tak kahwin, dua-dua gabra, kan? Lagi susah. And also at the same time rasa cara Islam tu desperate. Why not you think of it as desperate to please Allah? Desperate to please Allah. That is what's most important, kan? Perkahwinan ni bukan untuk syok-syok saja. Ia adalah ibadah. ibadah untuk Allah, beribadah kepada Allah. Okay, so thank you for joining. All right, thank you for joining. So those are some of the few misconceptions. I'm addressing the guys first mainly because you know these are the few most common misconception about Islamic punya cari jodoh dalam cara Islam, cara yang halal, and uh, surprisingly a lot still don't prefer the halal way because they feel they need to prove their kejantanan, and aku boleh tackle awak tu, aku boleh tackle awak ni, kan, because that's how their friends do it, and that's how mainly us boys were raised to do, kan. Betul. That's how us boys were trained and raised an expectation from boys to do. Yeah, to tackle. Tackle is a word, and to tackle lah, to kau team awak tu. So that is the sad truth, kan? And no one is teaching anyone about how to do it the Islamic way, and I am doing that. So insyaAllah semoga you mendapat hidayah. I nak share je, I bukan ustaz, but this is from my personal experience dalam banyak buat silap dulu sampai I learn what is ilmu ta'aruf, kan? And then I belajar ilmu ta'aruf tu. 6 months after that I met my wife, and in May, and then in same year in May, met her father in June, tunang in July, and got married in October. So everything happened within 5 months. If kalau nak cerita semua sekali, everything within 1 year lah, kan. And most of my clients pun average kahwin within 1 year daripada berjumpa. And some extreme case, ada juga my clients yang kahwin within 7 weeks. So because they are sure, they're very clear, and especially those yang that particular case were single parents, single father, single mother, and because they know what they want and they know what they don't want, and they know they don't want to waste time, and they made it happen really fast because of experience. So experience goes a long way. Okay, and I'm sharing with you my experience of my kecundang, and then how I bangun balik buat cara halal, and how now I am sharing with my clients, I'm sharing with you how to do it the halal way, and supaya you elakkan kecundangan, supaya you elak benda yang Allah tak suka. Kita buat cara yang Allah suka, insyaAllah Allah bagi keredaannya. Okay, alright. So as I say, I'm not an ustaz, but I nak you start on a journey untuk mendapatkan kemanisan perkahwinan yang berkat bahagia. Okay, berkat bahagia. Alright, so alright, gentlemen and ladies. Okay, so kita tak nak you buat pilih jodoh salah. You FRUST menungging, and kita lah, I pun sekali, kita FRUST menungging sebab we've been with the wrong person, or we did the wrong things, and sometimes we wish we can turn back time, like magic. We wish we have a time machine. If only I could change time. If only I could say the right things. If only I do as she pleases. If only I do as he pleases. But not focusing on pleasing Allah, kan? Those are one of the concerns. Those are one of the reasons why kita banyak kecundang, because kita tak fokus pencarian jodoh ni berpaksikan Allah, berlandaskan cinta kita dengan Allah. So bila kita bercinta berpaksikan Allah, kan, bercinta paksikan Allah, bercinta selepas nikah, sebelum nikah jangan bercinta-cintun, Allah tak suka sebab ia memudaratkan. So if I may share a quick framework of what is cinta tiga segi. Cinta tiga segi. Apa ni ajar cinta tiga segi, kan? Okay, so what's my face? Alright, so this is the framework of cinta tiga segi. Some might be familiar, and basically this is the cinta tiga segi. Kita nak dua-dua calon laki dan perempuan. Pertama, first and foremost, cinta Allah, cinta Tuhan. Okay, so in this framework, you need to know yourself. Woman will know herself, why she wants to get married. Men also need to know why you want to get married. okay, and how to kahwin, why kahwin, how to kahwin, and what you need to do to kahwin. So, but along the way, there are roadblocks to get to meet someone, macam tak ada jodoh, tak tahu macam mana nak cari jodoh. Yeah, same with women. And right here, you see in this framework, most of us dulu kan, zaman jahil dating dulu, we stuck in this dating. This in the middle here is um, where frustration lives, because dating meeting ni. Okay, kita nak you stop this dating yang frust ni supaya you buat ta'aruf di sini. Di sini adalah ta'aruf kat atas ni tengah. So cinta tiga segi adalah lelaki yang uh, cintakan Allah dan wanita yang cintakan Allah. Okay, so dan nak berkahwin kerana Allah. Okay, boleh. So this is essentially the framework. So and there's a lot of discussion, and really think back to this tonight punya discussion, tanda jodoh salah, is because kita salah pilih, kita tengok red flags tak nampak, or kita ignore red flags, kita uh, justify the red flags kan, cakap oh tak apa, as long as you love me, I don't care where you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. That is a Backstreet Boy song. And okay, if you're old enough to remember Backstreet Boys. Okay. Alright. So red flags ni, sometimes kita dah, bila kita tengah dating, zaman dating ni, kita tengah dating, kita tak perasan red flags. Kenapa? Kita tak sedar bahawa benda tu bahaya atau boleh memudaratkan. Dan kalau kita sedar pun red flag, kita tak buat apa-apa. Kita tak buat apa-apa because just we justify the red flags because kita dah angau, dah dilamun cinta, dah tersangkut. Okay? And these are the dangers of dating mating. Alright. So dating mating, yeah, dating. And what we want you to start opening your mind to is cara ta'aruf, ya, yang Islamik, yang cara yang Allah suka, supaya kita memulakan perkahwinan dengan elok, ya, dengan berkat. Alright, supaya dia bertahan. If you are afraid of divorce, of course, no, everyone's concerned about divorce. Then start with the right way. Okay? Because divorce can be messy, can be expensive, can be detrimental to children, and children will blame themselves, and they grow up feeling they screwed your marriage. And so, where does it start? How to raise good children? Yes, it starts with you. Buat cara berkat. It starts with you. And how you do that? Focus dengan taqwa. Focus dengan Allah. Okay. There's this eight loves step that I usually share. Cinta yang pertama adalah cinta Allah. Kedua, Rasulullah SAW. Ketiga, your mother. Keempat, your mother. Kelima, your mother. And keenam is your father. Ketujuh, yourself. Cinta diri. Hormatkan diri supaya you tak ditipu lagi. Okay? Supaya you know your worth, your value, your self-respect. You don't want to get tak nak kena tipu lagi, kan? Tak nak frust lagi. And ke-8 baru cinta dengan orang lain, pasangan. Alright? If you don't love yourself, you attract someone who does not love themselves. Misery attracts misery. Misery loves company. But if you love yourself, kan, by loving Allah and Rasulullah SAW, that is the most awesomest recipe ever. Okay, so love yourself by loving Allah, by loving Rasulullah SAW, and then baru fikir pasal pasangan. Alright, pasangan, man or woman, okay, jodoh you. But most of us, unfortunately, we are fixated. Kita tersangkut fikir pasal jodoh ni dengan orang je, dengan with jodoh orang. So with the guy, with the girl. So, and lot of, lepas tu hati dah rosak, hati dah hancur kan, dah jadi murtabak. Um, Murtabak lah, as in macam dah daging tu dah hancur, lepas tu you trying to patch it up dengan roti canai and put it back together, but inside it's still the hancur. So I usually share on how to put it back together properly, insyaAllah. That's what I help you with, and those are the roadblocks yang kita nak elak daripada hati you jadi murtabak. Okay, murtabak sedap, I have nothing against murtabak. My friend, my cousin is a toke murtabak. Anywho, and okay, so kita nak tahu you tahu, nak share tanda jodoh salah. Some of these are mistakes that I've made, and some of these are mistakes that uh, that you know some of my clients have made. And this is on screen. If you're on Telegram, I know you've participated in this poll. Okay, this poll, basically, I asked a question in this group. This group is a women's only group on Telegram. I did this poll. I will be setting up a men's group soon, inshallah. And basically, if you read the questions, tanda 10 tanda calon jodoh salah yang pernah I alami, as in the participants lah yang isi the poll ni. Pertama sekali, alright. Pertama sekali, calon jodoh salah. First and foremost, tak. First kali I letak, he is a homosexual, bisexual, and kunyit. So, I want to touch on this. Wait, that came out the wrong way. I want to discuss this homosexual, bisexual, and kunyit punya issue. 26% said they encountered men who are homosexual, bisexual, or kunyit. But men also encountered this as well. Okay, other men, ada lelaki yang fell in love with a lesbian. Ada lelaki fell in love with lesbian. But dia rasa bangga dan ego dia best lah, rasa, oh, I made a lesbian woman straight. Ego dia best gila, kan? So, but it did not work out because of so many reasons. There's no future between them. She does not want a future. She can't see a big future, but they were in love. Love or lust, I'm not sure. But my point here is, it happens to women and it happens to men also. Okay, and man, this is scary. Seriously, 26% face this. I'm not laughing. I'm exasperated. It happened to a dear friend of mine. She, very good lady. I've known her since college, and when she got married, okay, this guy seems alright. Seems alright on the outside. Kerja a particular Islamic bank. Seems to be outstanding man, and they got married. Us college friends went to her wedding, and then, we're so happy for her. Finally, she got married. Alhamdulillah, kan. But after a while, we found out that they were going through a divorce, and then it's like, oh, I feel really really sad because sahabat lama kan, sayang sahabat pada college. In college we were in the same group together, working together, buat college work, assignment together. So such a good-hearted person, but unfortunately, this happened to her, and she after 6 months of marriage, she found out that he was gay. She found out he was gay, and this is what she told me. And she found out he was gay. Husband was gay, and he promised that he will change, but unfortunately not. But along the way, they did have a son together, but he still could not change his way. And so after that, they divorced. So the victim is the wife, the family, the son, who's such a good boy, such a sweet boy again. Uh, I feel really sad. Um, you know, last I met him, I think in July last year, we had dinner. Me, my wife, her, and the son, and my kids. And the boy, the son, took out a picture of his father. Um, his father eventually passed away a few years after that. So, why am I telling this story? This story always makes me emotional. Um, so, so he asked me, it's like, oh, do you remember him? He took out a picture of his father. It's like, oh, yes, yes, I remember him. So, th- uh, that's all I could say. I didn't have much nice things to say about him, and um, that's all I could say. Yeah, he was. I just had to say he was a nice guy. That's all I could say. Kan? Takkan nak cerita pasal bapak dia kat dia at that time. So I mean, it affects a lot of people, and it's important for you to be able. Um, my point here is it damages a lot of people, everyone. Um, if why did he get married? I don't know, but statistically, some gay men get married because they want to cover their habits. They want to suruk their homosexuality. They want to suruk their bisexuality, their kunyitness. And don't get me wrong, some gay men are buff, nampak macho, kan, sado, but you know, pintu belakang and and kalau boleh harap dia orang dapat hidayah lah, but please don't do this to anyone. I mean, nanti anak tu pun affected. Okay. And why did I start with that topic? it's, it always makes me very emotional. And all right, so what do I recommend you do? Okay, this is gonna my recommendation for this is my recommendation for this is maybe I'll tell you later in the private group because I'm gonna get chewed up if I give you this recommendation on how to avoid uh, marrying a homosexual man or bisexual or kunyit. Okay, join the join the private the apa nama the Facebook group because I'm not gonna say this publicly. I'm gonna get chewed out. Okay, all right. So next nada tanda jodoh salah. Okay, disclaimer, polygamy tak salah. It is sunnah. Tapi nak buat kahwin dengan sunnah, cara sunnah lah kan. Janganlah nyuruk-nyuruk. Ikut cara Rasulullah SAW. Janganlah, adakah Rasulullah SAW menyuruk-nyurukkan isteri-isterinya? Tak ada. Kan? Very open and transparent. And yesterday I was asked about, a woman, she is being proposed, uh, strongly proposed by a man, a husband, someone's husband. Uh, she's okay with polygamy, but she feels being forced or she's not sure. Dia tak nak family dia walaupun family dia okay. Walaupun dia okay, kan. But when it comes to polygamy, I have to say this is always a very complex situation, and please tell me details. Otherwise, I will just macam ramble on possible irrelevant advice. Okay, and please give me details. Macam, oh, this guy dia showed up so many times, but okay, why didn't you tell me he's a married man? That adds a completely four layers of complexity. Okay, four layers, multiple layers of complexity because there's the wife, there's his children, and there's your family, and there's yourself. What does that label you as? That label, okay? So, I mean, nak polygamy tak salah, it's sunnah. tapi it has its masyarakat masyarakat tak memahami, kan. Or some men nak poligami tapi dia buat macam, tak ada, mana ada I cakap dengan bini lah, dia cakap dengan bini, cakap, mana ada, I tak suka poligami. Lepas tu dia join bini dia hentam that lady, kan, saja nak tunjuk macam, I monogamous, I mana ada niat terfikir orang lain. So kadang dia pun nak poligami tapi tak berani. So you will have a lot of adverse, you have a lot of resistance. That is basically the point here. Okay, and so many women are being proposed by married men. Some in a good way, alhamdulillah, but some in the it lacks meaning, in appropriate way, which where it lacks meaning, whereby this particular case study, one of my ladies I'm coaching, is she is being approached. This guy, dia jumpa this guy dekat gym. Okay, she goes to the gym, he goes to the gym, and that guy usah dia lah. That guy usah dia, and then dia pun macam petang-petang bawa curry puff hantar kat apartment dia, because the gym is at the apartment building. And then one day she saw this guy with a pregnant woman. And then she asked lah, who is that woman? It's like, oh, that's his wife, he said. That's my wife, he said. And, and then, of course, she got upset. Habis tu, kenapa you usah I? Cakap, oh, I boring, my wife pregnant. so and she said, what am I supposed to do with that information? She said. And fortunately, she is a smart woman. She knows her stance. She knows her, she has strong character, and it's like, eliminate this guy, because kalau character dah macam tu, menyurut-nyurut, and what how can you be certain that he's not going to do it again if you married him? Can So if he can do that to his current wife, can't he do that to you, to the next wife, to you when he finds another person? And okay, all right. So just in case you're wondering, me, my wife bagi, tapi I tak nak sebab I tak larat. Basically that. Tak minat, tak larat. Seorang pun aku letih. Seorang pun aku tengah macam, how do I make this woman happy? I wake up in the morning, how do I make this woman happy? And it's like, of course, when I was joking with her, I had this conversation with her, and she said that, she asked me, is it true that all men dream of polygamy? I answered to her, sayang, I can't dream of being nagged by another woman for the rest of my life. And then she jeling. And then we did not talk about it ever again. All right. So that's how I diffused the situation, by humor. It wasn't funny to her, but it was funny to me. All right. So just in case you're wondering, okay. But yeah, the conversation did go on. That wasn't the end of the conversation. Okay, the conversation ensued by, and she said that, okay, kalau nak kahwin, okay, just don't hide it, don't do anything sneaky, just let her know. And then I was taken aback with that statement, and I thought, like, why? It's not that easy. I mean, I know my responsibilities. Kalau you nak I kahwin lagi seorang, I think it's also your responsibility to make sure she fits into our team, you and our kids. Or just, it's not just this new woman come and take whatever she wants from me. She has to also give value to our team, give and take into this team. Me, my kids, her, my wife, and it's a teamwork. It's a new team member, and it's not just me giving value, and she takes value. The new woman takes value from me, and uh, it's a teamwork. Everyone want to join the Zuri team must be have bring something to the table. But I said that she must not make it so easy, because she must help me vet the new person, the new woman, new wife. Kalau I nak, kan? So if that's the hypothetical situation, kalau I nak, and nothing sneaky, of course, but she has her say about it. Alright, bukan nak I kerana nafsu saja. Kenapa I want this next person? It's like hiring a new person into the team, kan? It's like, why do we need a new team member? Is this the right fit for this new team member? Okay, so that's just me. That was my conversation with my wife. I hope, just to clarify, in case you're wondering, tak berani bini tak bagi kahwin baru. Tak, bini aku bagi, kan? Bini aku bagi, tapi aku tak nak, malas, tak larat. Okay, so, okay, I hope that gives you some clarity on that situation. Alright, so dia tak, okay, next point is in here. Dia tak serious. Oh my god, this is the biggest one. So that dia tak serious. Those frustration dengan orang yang tak serius memang frustrating. Habis tu dia dating dengan you bertahun-tahun buat apa? Betul tak? Kan? I mean, there's so many memes and Instagram videos that's gone viral saying that macam, kau ingat tak penat ke kan? Tak penat ke kenalan dengan orang yang tak serius? You probably seen that video. And memang she was really upset. And this is the feeling of a lot of women and men also. Men pun go through this. I know. I've been through that. Tak serious, tapi couple buat apa? Kan? Why did you lead me on? Kan? If you don't, if you want marriage but not with me, then why did you stick around? Just say no. Can't you say no? Okay. Tak ada. I'm not angry anymore. Okay. That was the old life. Somehow after you married, seems like a lifetime ago. Like, lepas kahwin je, somehow it's like completely new leaf of life and a new list of life. All the heartbreaks yang dulu-dulu, it's just like, man, I was an idiot. Me, and I was an idiot. And why did I put up with that stuff? And, but it felt like a lifetime ago. And marriage is basically a new lease of life. As long as you can let go of the past, that's very important. And okay, all right. So we are switching to the Nak Jodoh BFF group and apa nama? And Nak Kahwin group. So I'm switching off. Why? Because I will make sure orang yang dengar ni are serious people. Boleh? Alright. So in the meantime, I'm going to explain apa beza Nak Jodoh and apa beza Nak Jodoh, apa beza Nak Jodoh, apa beza Nak Kahwin dengan halal speed dating. Okay, the problem I've had with halal speed dating is apa nama? The problem I have with halal speed dating, because it has the word dating in it, I keep getting blocked